Hello world, this is a truly sad day. My poor Rega Apollo CD player, which I've had now since 2006 or something, has decided to give up the ghost, and it's just not working. This is what happened. It happened last night. I came home after an afternoon out, popped a CD on. It was David Sylvian's Gone to Earth remaster, and I started to relax and listen to the music, and then suddenly it glitched. So I thought, oh, it must be a bit of a dirty CD. So I just stopped at the disc, took the CD out again, and then popped it back in, and it glitched again. But this time the music kind of dropped out and then started playing again a few seconds later. So I stopped it, gave the CD a wipe, just with proprietary CD cleaning fluid, made sure it was thoroughly dry, popped it in again, and it said initializing, and then said no disc. So I thought, this is quite common. Quite often the CD is not dry enough, so I just wiped it again just with a dry soft cloth. And I know how to clean the CD, going from the centre outwards and then working your way around it, and popped it back in again, and still the same. Okay, and then I tried it on other CDs and popped it in, and still the same. Alright, so I'm just going to leave you on the tripod just for a, well, not the tripod, on the table for just for a second. Okay, I'll try and zoom the camera in just a little bit so that you can see. There we go. Right, with any luck that should hold and stay there for a second. Okay. Doesn't look like the camera's focused very well, but I'll just quickly show you what I mean. This is a different CD. This is one that I know has no problems. Okay, so I'll turn the CD player on. Okay, you might be able to see that it says Rega Apollo on there, which is fine. Okay, pop the CD in. Okay, I'll just pick you up again now. Zoom out just a little bit. Oh darn this non-focusing camera. Okay, you might just be able to see that that says Rega Apollo on there. Okay, so now if I press play on the CD, oh no, it's just saying no disc. Okay, no disc, and it's been doing that the whole time. Okay, ever since last night. Okay, I've unplugged the disc. Okay, and so unplugged the CD player, left it off all night. No joy. Okay, it doesn't even make any kind of noise, as if it's trying to find anything on the disc. It's just saying no disc. So it seems like either the laser or the transport has got issues. Now the sad thing is that I can't afford at this present moment to replace this CD player. Okay, so it'll take me a little while, but over the coming days what I'm going to do is remove the CD player from its place on my hi-fi rack. Okay, I'm going to reformat my Apple laptop, which I really at the moment has been lying idle for a little while. You can tell I'm actually quite upset, really, and I really can't do without my CDs. So I'm going to load up at Apple lossless quality, the ones that I haven't got already on my iMac. Okay, as many of them as I can, and then get a decent quality connection lead, a mini headphone jack lead into an RCA input lead. Plug that into my amplifier and see how I go. I will get this serviced at some point, but at the moment I can't afford to do anything, so maybe in a few months' time I'll try and get this serviced and looked at, but it's truly a sad day. Okay, I wish that I was coming to you with better news, but unfortunately I'm not. Okay, but the next few videos I'll sort of detail my progress on this. Okay, all right, bye bye. Well, it's a week after I made that failure video, and I'm pleased to say my CD player is actually working. I didn't have to send it away or do anything like that. I was chatting to Ashley, who's one of my YT friends, Ashley Cox. Give him a look, very clever bloke. And he suggested to give the lens a clean with isopropyl alcohol, which is what I did. And I also Googled my problem and found a What Hi-Fi discussion page. Now, I know I've poo-pooed What Hi-Fi in the past, but their forum pages aren't too bad, full of people with lots of handy hints. But in the end, it was actually my accidental solution that kind of like solved it. And I'll show you what I actually did. I'm trying to keep this in focus and trying to keep you in view, but I don't want to be in view of the camera myself because I'm got a bit of a hangover this morning and a Beethoven hairstyle, and I don't really want to inflict that upon you. Right, so here we are. Here's the CD player. Try not to drop it. Let's just see if I can do this. All right, I'll pick the camera up. We're moving. Woo. Okay. Now, it's not really very clear, but the lens is just next to the spindle, and I gave that a clean with a cotton bud and some isopropyl alcohol. Let it dry. Okay, let it dry, people. Please let it dry. Okay, Rega and any other CD manufacturer really don't recommend you clean any part of your lens, and certainly don't touch it with your fingers because you'll just put finger marks on it. So, just be very careful. Okay, now I don't know if you can make it out, but just for a laugh, like, because I thought I really can't do it any harm. Because the thing is that when I put a disc in and it was not registering as having any content on it, usually the disc spins round a little bit for the lens to sort of move into place to read the contents on the disc. And there's a little cog which you can just about see. I gave that a twizzle with my finger. And also, I thought, I wonder if any of that patch cord, so there's a patch cord there that looks a bit like the sort of cord that you would connect up to a hard disk in a computer. And I thought, it has that come away a little bit, and I gave that a little prod with my finger where it connects up to the lens assembly. And suddenly the whole lens assembly shot back. And from then on, it's been able to read discs. Okay, I'm going to put this back now. And I think all that had happened was that when that disc that wasn't playing perfectly, it kind of just caused the mechanism to jam a little bit. Okay, so I'll put a disc in for you now. And as you'll be able to see, it will work. Okay. Haven't played this CD in ages. It's Neil Young's After the Gold Rush, and it's just about all I can cope with at the moment. Okay. So there we are. It's initializing. Let's go a bit closer. And we have 35 minutes and 15 seconds or something. And it's found track 1. And I won't play it because it's Warner's. Okay, and Warners are still very fussy about having their music in YouTube videos, so I won't play that. But yeah, and since I cleaned the lens, and it's probably the first time that that lens has ever been cleaned, it actually sounds beautiful. Okay, I wouldn't ever recommend that you clean the lens too often, and only if you're having problems. Okay, because it's, as I say, not a thing that any hi-fi manufacturer would recommend you do. You can get lens cleaners, sort of proprietary things that have like brushes on the disc, and there's usually some woman with a very broad American accent saying, "This is the CD digital lens cleaning disc," and then she tells you to skip to track 3, and by the time you skip to track 3, your lens is cleaned. Okay, but yeah, I haven't got one of those, and yes, I had to resort to cleaning it by hand. Okay, which probably gives you a better result, but don't do it too often, people. Okay. Alright, and here endeth this video. Okay, I deliberately waited because I knew I was getting my my faster broadband, so yeah, I deliberately waited to make this video, otherwise I'd have made it a week ago. Alright, okay, thanks, bye.